Well, in theory, we're live. Fingers crossed. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
If you can hear and see us, both of which I feel very important to a live stream, if you could just let us know in the chat, that will be fantastic. And lovely to see everyone.
Can I have my drink now?
You've been sat looking at it for the last few minutes, haven't you? Because you were here on time this time as well.
Yeah, kind of, for me.
Well, we've got the cocktail of the month this month.
Yes.
Which is called the Black-Eyed Susan.
Oh, Susan.
And you can find the recipe for it on our Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, just join there and you can see it in. And you can also see it on the community post on YouTube.
Okay.
So, do you want to try it? A little cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to all the Susans.
The fact that you dove back in again for it,
that's
I'm
good.
going to take as
That's really good.
as a positive. You like that? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Well, apparently, according to the Cruise Boys, we are live.
Woo!
Now, I'm not sure whether it's in a little bit of a weird screen here.
Why? What?
Because, let me just do
Oh,
something.
you're
1
tinkering.
second. I don't know if people can see us with like a border or something around it or not, because the logo is outside of our border.
Oh,
So I don't know.
I
And then when I said about that the Cruise Boy says you are live, it appeared off the corner of the screen.
why? Well,
And it says you are full screen, and hopefully you can all see that it says Cruise Boys as
oh,
well.
darling.
Fingers crossed it's
darling,
okay.
you're making it weird. Don't make it weird.
Well, so we say hi to people rather than making it weird then.
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's have a look. So we've got quite a few people in already.
Okay, you're making my eye twitch. It was that weird.
I've still not got used to this new software.
Oh.
We've got Gil and Sandra in.
Hi, Gil and Sandra. Hi.
We have Rose in as well. Mm-hmm. They were the first couple in today.
Hi, Rose.
And Cruise Boys said hi to everyone as well.
Hi, Cruise Boys. Tristan and Justin. Hi.
We have Tina and Jono.
Hi, Tina and John. Hi.
We have Stuart and Karen from Martin Travel.
Hi, Stuart and Karen.
You're enjoying that drink, aren't you?
I'm really enjoying this drink.
So is that a winning cocktail?
It's
that one?
really good.
'Cause it's kind of like a screwdriver, but with more alcohol.
I've been really into vodka this week.
Well, that's got vodka and bourbon in it. And Grand Marnier. Mm-hmm. I know, all in one. It's a
I don't
fancy
even needed the Grand Marnier, to be honest with
one.
you.
Well, according to the recipe it did, so I just went along with that. We have
More
Travel
vodka.
Daydreams in as well.
Hi, Travel Daydreams. Hi.
We've got Bobby in.
Hi, Bobby.
And Denise,
Hi, Denise.
all the way from Texas. I don't know why I've put
Texas?
some music into that then. We've got Joe on.
Hi,
Who
Joe.
sat here with a mojito.
Oh, it is very sunny for mojitos. It's mojito
it's
weather.
pretty much a perfect sort of mojito weather day, isn't it?
It just
in
needs to
the
be
UK.
a little bit warmer, but we're getting there. We're edging.
For April, it's been lovely.
We're going to have a drought. I mean, that's obvious, but
Yeah, that might not be good. Apparently, that's a very healthy measure. Cruise Boy saying, because we always forget to say that, please hit the likes button. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
We've got Maria and Tony on,
Hi, Maria and Tony.
and we have Steve as well.
Hi, Steve.
And I'll probably say some more hellos as we're going along, but and Steve says it looks good to us.
Oh, for goodness sake. I think it's... You just don't be dialing it up. Don't be exaggerating. He said it looks okay.
I'll take that. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our cruise on the yacht. So if you've got any questions about Windstar and sort of that experience, whether it's about the food, the yacht, the drink, anything you want,
The drink.
ask away there. If you would like to ask any other sort of cruise questions or sweet-natured ones. That'll be fantastic. Then we've got 2 draws in this one. So we've got a setup draw, which is the little goodies we brought back from Windstar. And between now and about 4:45, 5:45, you need to think of a word for people to put in the comments.
Okay.
Something obscure like you normally pick. And in probably about 10 minutes' time, we're going to have Justin and Tristan join us for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Because we've got the draw for, by our standards of rubbish prizes, this one's a really great prize because there's, I think, 3 prizes for our Virgin Group cruise.
Our prizes are thought out prizes. This one's a glamorous prize.
It is a glamorous prize. And the one from Windstar ended up being really glamorous because you were very good at a quiz and we won some extra prizes.
I'm always good at an 80s music quiz.
I don't think it was even the 80s one that we won the...
There was 80s music, there was 90s music, there was noughties music, and there was music from recent times, and I won.
Travel Daydreams said they'd come here for the weird.
I want to go with I'm eccentric rather than weird.
We've also just had Andy and Vanessa saying hi as well.
Hi, Andy and Vanessa.
Oh, interesting one from Joe. So, yeah, please keep the questions coming through. That'll be fantastic.
Thank you.
But Joe is just saying that they have decided when it comes
Do you clickety-click? Come on.
I'm trying.
Clickety-click.
It's thinking about it.
Click, click, click.
It's thinking.
Do it.
There we go. They've chosen NCL Prima for May, June, and they're just waiting for the cheapest sailing deal to go in Haven.
Oh.
So Joe's previous one, he went on Yacht Club
Yes.
with his family.
Yes.
And then next one,
Haven.
Haven.
Now tell us about when you go, Joe. Tell us about the menus. Whether it changed nightly in Haven or whether it stayed the same. Because that's the reason that puts me off.
Yeah, see, from the recent stuff that we've watched on there, although to be fair, we've not watched anything about Haven in a little while.
No.
But it was the same menu for however long your cruise is, whether it's 7 nights, 14 nights.
I like a bit of variety.
Well, it's just nice that they change it up.
Okay.
You would definitely get bored of the same thing if you're on a long cruise on that.
Yes.
I wouldn't say, actually, getting bored is the wrong word. You should just probably go elsewhere. But yeah, it'll be real interesting to see what you think of that, John.
Mm-hmm.
Tina says that we're on the red after having a dip in the hot tub on So Beautiful today.
Oh, nice. That does sound nice.
It does sound nice. Nice glass of red.
Oh, a Sunday night hot tub in red. Wow.
So we've got first couple of questions coming in about Windstar.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So Cruise Boys, first of all.
Oh, I know them.
They got in with the first one. Is Windstar as glamorous as it looks? Were there any disappointments?
Oh, that is a very good question.
I'll let you talk for a bit so I can have a drink.
Oh, were there any disappointments?
Is it as glamorous as it looks?
It's very glamorous, but it's very easy as well in respect of getting off and on and navigating the yacht. It's very easy.
It's definitely glamorous.
It's definitely
it has
glamorous.
That yacht style to it, and you feel that you're on a luxury yacht.
Disappointments. I think for me, if we were doing it again, we'd want you to come with us and some other people, just so we had our own little
Group of people in there as well.
our own little group. Yeah, because
There were quite a lot of people on our particular cruise, and it might have just been the season compared to others, who were in sort of fairly big groups of
Yes.
10, 12 people in a group.
And it's not like we, go out of our way to make new friends on cruises. We're not like that at all. But we did feel...
But it'd have been even more fun with people
Yes.
who knew on there.
Yes.
For me, the only disappointment, if there was a disappointment, and because most of it were sort of above
Quite
what
top
we
tier,
expected,
yeah.
was that me being the princess that I am, the beds were a bit hard for me.
Yes, that's true.
Now, I don't know if that's the room type that we've got. I don't know if it's because it normally caters
Excuse
to maybe
an
a
older
little
audience.
bit older audience.
Yeah.
And therefore they were slightly
If
further
I'm
back.
Windstar and I'm getting people on in the 40s and 50s, or even younger, because there was a honeymoon couple
Yeah,
on
there
there,
were in the
and they're
30s.
saying, why don't they rebook It's because your beds are like an orthopedic bed. Because I lie on my front.
And you found it a bit uncomfortable.
And it was really uncomfortable because there was no give.
No, and like I say, please take that disappointment with a pinch of salt. It's not that it was an awful bed.
We just love a princess
just compared
bed.
to Princess.
Yeah, it was a very hard bed. You might like a hard bed. I'm not.
Which, if you do, you'll love it.
Then it's great. But if not, and you like a little bit of, you like a Goldilocks bed, then it's not a Goldilocks bed.
We'll do one more question, and then we'll bring Justin and Tristan in so that they're not hanging about in the green room.
In the virtual cupboard.
Travel Daydreams, was the experience on Windstar a game changer, and now you can't imagine going back, or a nice treat now and again?
I would say it's a nice treat now and again.
I can see why people would only want to cruise on that type of ship.
Yeah, but we talked about it, and we said it's like on Top Gear, when Top Gear was a thing, that sometimes you get to drive the Bentley, and sometimes you get to drive a Ford Focus. And you've got to be able to drive the Ford Focus in order to appreciate the Bentley. You can't just do Bentleys and Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all those top marks. Sometimes,
well, you can.
Sometimes you've got to get in.
Sometimes you might want to drive a little.
Sometimes you've got to get in the 2CV.
Yeah, even James Bond had to.
Even James Bond had to.
So, yeah, it was.
Shout out James Bond.
Which James Bond? For Your Eyes Only.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was a game changer for me in terms of the step up that it was on food across the entire ship.
Oh, my goodness, the food. Oh, my goodness.
If you've not seen the food review last week, please go back and watch it. It is, without doubt, the best food we've had on a cruise ship ever.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Actually, we talked about, I think, on the cruise cast,
Mm-hmm.
that there were elements of it where we were comparing large ships and the yacht, where we felt that others could compete in areas.
Yes.
So, for instance, we felt that Virgin did really well with like Pinkagava.
Yeah.
But across everywhere on the ship,
the food was amazing.
Faultless.
Let's bring Tristan and Justin out of the cupboard. Let's bring them out.
Out of the cupboard. Okay, right. Well, get ready, guys. I will, in theory, bring you in a second. This could all go horribly wrong, because I have to also figure out where they are.
Clickety-click again. Go on.
Well, it's not just clickety-click. It's remembering where to clickety-click. Oh, I found them. It says they're currently backstage.
Are they now? Who?
I don't think they're behind this monitor, really. They're very tight. Right, let's bring them in.
We were backstage.
Hey, guys.
I'm intrigued by how we fit behind your monitor. I mean, I know we've lost a bit of weight, but not that much.
No.
How are you both doing?
Good. Lovely, sunny, lovely Sunday here, isn't it?
He's telling me I can't book Windstar. Not yet, anyway.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should look at the little mini ones they're doing out of London by Tower Bridge and do one of the little 3-4 night jobbies.
Oh, that would work. We can do that.
We could do that.
Because it's cruising out under London Bridge, isn't it?
Yes, and to do this. No, Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge, yeah.
Tower Bridge.
Yeah, you can't fit it under London Bridge. There's no way.
No.
Tower Bridge. Yeah.
Yep, we get this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That was an American level mistake, that one.
Yes, it was.
Oh, gosh.
So let's not do that one. Let's get the Tower Bridge one.
Okay.
So do you want to tell people why you're here?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, or you should know, we are teaming up to do a group cruise with the wonderful Lindsay and Mark, and that is on Virgin Voyages. I keep forgetting the ship. Valiant Lady, and that's in June next year, 2026. We ran a competition for the early birds up until the 28th of February this year. So if you haven't entered, unfortunately, the prize rule's over. However,
we might do something in the future. Who knows? So, keep booking, keep getting yourselves in there, because you could get another prize.
Yeah, you can still join the cruise. There's some, I'm sure there's going to be some other things that we can probably put together. Flights will be coming out soon, hopefully, and Matt and Karen will sort of organise something there as well. But we decided to give 4.
Who and Karen?
Stu and Karen.
Stuart and Karen. Yeah.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure who Mark and Karen
Sorry. Oh gosh. I don't know, unless Mark, you want to take their job, so.
No, there's a reason we let Stuart and Karen sort stuff out. We do not want to do Travel Legend.
So yeah, I know you guys said that there was 3 prizes. There's actually 4. So there was 4 prizes. So the 4 prizes were a merch bag from Cruise Boys, a merch bag from Sweet Natured,
There you go.
and then there's 2 other prizes, which are super duper. So now these prizes are the same. They're either a touch of romance, which is an added extra on top of your cruise.
Is it touch or splash?
Is it a splash or a touch?
Splash of romance.
Splash.
A splash of romance.
You don't want to get
Or-
your mix your splashes.
No. Or a $300 bar tab, which is quite decent on Virgin Voyages. So,
And that's per cabin, isn't it? So if you get the Splash of
Yes.
Romance, it's for both people in a cabin.
yes, it is. And the 300 is going to cover both people in a cabin, or if it's a solo.
If you're solo, you've got $300
dollars to yourself.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Or also, if you're in the cabin, it'll go to the lead person in the cabin, so you don't have to share. There's no reason you have to share.
Oh, that's not.
You can be mean and go, I'm not sharing with you.
So before we start, I just want to ask: have you got your outfits ready for Scarlet Night,
We've not yet.
or is it too far away?
He's too far away. He's too far away.
You've got yours, haven't you?
I know
I
you.
do. I do.
His is
Yours is
stunning.
Mine's pretty
incredible. I'm gonna
special.
have to-
So
I saw a very booby ball gown today that has been perfect,
Yeah.
but we just have to. Yeah, it's a little bit too far out for me because
Yeah.
I always find with Virgin though, because you're going on your next Virgin cruise, and you're always looking around. You see something red come up as you're scrolling through on your phone. You're like, oh, that'd be great for Scarlet Night. That's
Yeah.
what we're like anyway. So
yeah, I've actually done that.
And you
today.
keep showing me things, I'm going, I would not be seen that way.
yeah.
Or possibly other people might die if they saw me wearing that. It's not a good idea.
So right, let's do
So
this.
what we're
then.
going to do in
So-
a second then is you've put the names on a wheel, and this
Yep.
is for all the people who were the sort of early adopters who got in quickly.
Yep.
But as you said, the group cruise is still open. You can definitely still book it.
It's
It's not
next
until
year.
September 2026.
No, July,
Oh,
June.
Or June.
June.
even.
June,
Yes,
June,
as
June.
long as it
Yep.
was September,
Oh, it's
isn't it,
so
this year?
June.
Yeah,
Your
June,
one's in
June
September.
next year, September
Yeah.
this year. I'll come back to that later, remind me.
It's mid-June, it's Spain, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Gorgeous.
fantastic. Do you want to share your screen and bring up your
Yeah.
magic
Hopefully I
wheel?
can do it, yeah. Hopefully this works.
Hopefully this does work. So people will have to let us know if this does work.
It's looking good.
Looking good. Right, so the first draw is going to be the Cruise Boys merch. I need to write this down so I don't forget
I was
who's
going to say,
Yeah.
especially if, it's not,
Yeah.
so if they're not on the
on the call.
live, they
Yep,
don't have to be on the live.
on the live. Yep. So for the Cruise Boys merch bag, let's have a look. Julian!
Julian!
Yes, Julian, congratulations. You have won a Cruise Boys merch bag. Fantastic. The next prize is going to be a merch bag as well, and this is for Sweet Natured, yeah?
Yes.
Tell us when to go.
Go.
Ooh.
Julian again.
No, his name's not on there.
It's Phil!
Oh, yes.
So, Phil Kitchen, you have got a Sweet Natured
bag.
goodie bag. Right. Oh, we're getting a bit low here.
The
so
odds are getting up now.
The odds are going up here. So for the first bar tab,
Or Splash of Romance.
or Splash of Romance, let's see who wins this one.
Why is Bobby in twice?
Everyone gets
Everyone's in twice.
in twice.
And Bobby won.
And Bobby won. There we go.
Listen, The reason we did 2 names each twice was that, twice was if you were a
It's getting
single person,
bigger.
we
I see that. It's getting bigger. And you
So
have
the
to
text-
fill.
Yeah.
I
We
understand.
we didn't want to
I
have
understand.
because you put obviously the names come in twice if you're a cabin double occupancy. So if you were single, it gave everyone the same amount of chances
I see.
basically.
Yeah.
By
I
using the
see.
lead passenger for each cabin twice.
Yep. Right. Let's see.
Ooh, good luck.
Oh, we've got. Oh, it's between
2.
Carol and Joe. Let's go.
Oh,
This is for the second 300 bar tab or Splash of Romance, and
Joe.
it's Joe. So Joe and Glenn. Fantastic.
Now, I feel really mean now to Carol because she's the only one on
Carol,
there. So
Carol,
what we'll
organise
do,
something.
shall we put together a mix bag of Sweet Natured and
Yeah.
Cruise Boys stuff?
And we have
Yeah.
and we actually have some stuff from Sun Princess, and we'll share some of that with our beautiful sparkly Sun Princess bag because that's really stunning.
Very kind.
So
That's
everybody's
lovely.
getting something.
Everyone's a
gonna get
winner. You get a car.
Everyone,
You get a car.
prizes for
You get a
everyone.
car, and you get a car.
You're not getting a car.
It's like every
Yeah, there's definitely no cars.
No cars. I can't
No,
afford that.
no.
Didn't
Right,
win the
well-
lottery.
Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks,
We'll
and
let
just
you get off
remember-
and we'll catch up soon.
We've got. If you want to still book,
can
by all
still
means,
book.
go onto our website. So it's either Cruise Boys website, cruiseboys.com, or on Sweet Natured.
Yep, Sweet
And
Nature.
all the details are there.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Great, thank you.
See you later.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye,
Later.
bye, bye, bye.
I'm pleased. There's no way we could have let Carol not have
Poor
anything. I'd
Carol.
have felt so mean.
Poor Carol.
If there'd have been like 10 people on there at the end, I wouldn't have felt bad.
We couldn't leave Carol hanging.
No, we couldn't.
No
so
way.
Carol gets something as well.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good. That was fun, that.
Maybe for you, not for Carol.
No, Carol got something as well.
She did,
I
yeah.
mean, it was fun for everyone.
I
wasn't it?
mean,
But while we're talking of group cruises, I'll just mention the one that I inadvertently gave the wrong date for there. So in September this year, Monday the 22nd of September, we're doing our
Yes.
first official group cruise.
yes,
Which is on Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas.
it is.
And it's been a long while since we've done Royal Caribbean, even though it was our first ship.
I know.
So really looking forward to that. We still have 5 cabins available. Now, they were only available for about the next 2 weeks because we're getting fairly close to it. They have to, any that we haven't allocated to anyone, have to go back to Royal Caribbean so they can sell them at a much higher rate.
Yes.
So we've got them at this moment in time. At some point over the next 2 weeks, they're going to be taken back off Stuart and Karen and going to the pool. If you would like to join us, and we'd love you to join us, it's a fairly small group cruise, no more than 30 people. Just get in touch via the website, sweetnatured.com, or if you're in the Facebook group, you can message Stuart and Karen directly, and they'll give you a quote and get you some information.
Thank you. You know, it makes me feel really awkward because I just don't want to make anyone do something that they don't want to do.
No.
I'm just not that person.
But someone might be thinking about going on Royal Caribbean
Yeah,
this
they
summer
might.
anyway.
They might.
And it's cheaper through us than it is direct. at the
Well,
moment.
that's very brave of you to say.
Well, it is at the moment.
Well, I ain't costed it for a while.
I have.
Okay.
It was
okay.
still cheaper as of last week.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
shall we go back to questions?
Yes, please. Because you know I can't. Oh, we're beeping now.
I don't know why we'll be.
It's me.
It's fine.
I'm
It's you.
setting it off.
So, Bobby says, I'm thinking about doing an explorer journey. What are your thoughts?
I would love to do Explorer Journey. It looks fabulous. Now, when I did this might not be the case, Bobby, but I did a bit of like contrast and compare with Yacht Club, and it wasn't that much more expensive to go on Explorer. So, yeah, I'd love to do it. We've just done a fancy Windstar, so it's looks fabulous. Looks absolutely fabulous. The ships are super stylish, gorgeous. Is that what's for?
No, I completely agree.
Okay.
I've not really got. You nearly dropped your drink then. I've not really got anything to add to it. I like the look of Explorer Journeys since it was announced.
Yeah.
And everyone I know who's been on it, every video that we've watched about it has said it's brilliant. I would absolutely love to do it at some point.
Yes.
So do let us know if you decide to go on it, Bobby, and obviously what you thought about it as well.
Yeah.
Steve has said, are we doing a cruise confession? Now, I don't know if that's relating to something that we were saying earlier, or are we doing a cruise confession on here?
Not today.
Not today, but by chance, there might be a certain person called Steve featuring on this week's cruise confession on the cruise cast that we'll be recording in a couple of days.
Is it that time again already?
Yeah, 2 weeks coming up.
Where's my life going?
I know. So we'll be recording that soon.
Okay.
So maybe keep an eye out on that. Mm-hmm. Joe said that he's going to do a Yacht Club versus Haven video.
Amazing. Lovely.
We're watching that.
Definitely.
Jason has said, hi from Sky Princess.
Nice.
Because I've seen a few photos that he's been put up.
Where are they? I've forgotten.
I can't remember where Sky Princess is at the moment. Somewhere warm.
Warm?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's warm.
I thought she was doing like
She's
the
over here now.
Portuguese coast.
Maybe.
Which,
is it warm?
Well, I don't
Wasn't
know.
warm for us.
Let us know if it's warm, Jason. But I've seen a few pictures of him drinking your favourites.
My favourites?
What's your favourite on Princess?
24 karat gold margarita.
Yes.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Stuart and Karen said, about Windstar, what would you say the age demographic was on board? Now, I think I was skewed because of the time of year, because it was very early season. It was outside any holiday period.
It could do quite a long itinerary as well.
Yeah, we did 9 nights, but there were people who'd been on it before us.
Yeah.
And were staying on for the next 2 cruises after us.
Yeah, from Rome and then through to Venice,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
But because of that, I would say the guest age on ours was probably averaged about 60-ish, maybe just a little bit higher than that. As you said, there were people on there in the 30s. But
only a couple.
it definitely skewed higher than, say, Virgin.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people think Virgin's young, but the average age on Virgin is probably about 50. But it was definitely skewed higher than that on our cruise.
Yeah.
I can't say that that's
No.
the normal at all. I suspect it probably does skew a little bit higher, just the nature of that type of shape.
Maybe. And the bed.
But we'd have to try it again in a busier time of year to see it.
Yeah.
Say for sure.
Yeah.
Jason saying, what cocktails should I try on Sky Princess that's not 24 karat gold margarita? Because I know he's already had them. Because the cruise boys also said, in answer to that, definitely 24 karat gold margarita. So what are the drink? There was a couple that we had on Sun Princess that I don't know if they do them on Sky, but is it Dirty Banana?
Did he do that on all the princesses?
No, the one that I was on about is it Dirty Banana on Princess that we like?
Yeah.
Dirty Banana's a great one.
The Ferrero was amazing as well, but that's an after-dinner drink.
And I think that one is a Sun Princess one.
Yeah.
If there's one called Ferrero,
do that.
Get that one.
Yeah.
But
it's not a during the day one. It's not a 24 karat gold margarita. It's after dinner.
Gil and Sandra said, do you think Windstar is worth the extra cost?
Oh, that's a great question. So in respect of size and where it got into and the drinks and everything, I think as a treat,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And it also depends as to what you're comparing it as an extra cost.
Yeah, because it wasn't when we were looking at Fred Olsen for a balcony. It wasn't. I know we were out of season and we were going. We started. It was in Barcelona and everything. We had to get there, but even so, it was comparable, it shouldn't be.
The Fred Olsen just for the cruise itself, and I think the Fred Olsen one was 7 nights, and ours was Slurpee.
No, I'm just thinking this is why Fred Olsen hates.
Yeah, we're not ever getting invited on Fred Olsen.
Not that we get invited in anything, but it just...
But they're not even to have a look around it. Or under it when they're going to a dry dock. Meow. The cruise on Like for Like, and I say the Windstar was 9 nights, not 7. The Fred Olsen one was £100 per person more.
Was it?
Yeah, it was definitely more. It was £100 more.
When you put all the
as you
drinks
said,
on and things.
that was going out of the UK.
Yeah.
Whereas we had to add on a couple of £100 for flights to Barcelona and back. So it was probably comparable.
If you can get a good deal like we did, then it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
But going back to the original question, do you think it's worth the extra cost?
Did we feel special?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going for that sort of something special,
A
celebrating
milestone,
something,
yeah.
It's a fantastic one. And if you can get a good bargain at any other time, if there's an excuse to, then
Yeah.
it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Travel Daydream said, +1 for the orthopaedic beds. You'd love them then.
Okay, yeah.
I say, for some people, it's going to be...
It's the
what they
dream
want.
bed, but for me, no.
Yeah. Steve has said,
What's Cheeky Steve said?
if you have a pillow menu on Yacht Club, is a mattress menu available on Windstar? But I'm assuming it means Windstar. We jokingly, but not fully jokingly, said what they needed to do on Windstar was have a mattress topper menu.
Yes.
And we said that when we were on
yeah,
there,
we
didn't
did, yeah.
Because that way you can have that little bit harder bed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've got a nice soft mattress topper, which wouldn't take up a lot of them, you don't need 150 of them sat in
No,
the cupboard because you
no.
know most people are not going to use them.
No.
Then you'll be fine.
Yeah, because as I said, I sleep on my front and it left me with red marks on my knees. It was not... It wasn't like...
Do you want to move on? Let's just move on, shall we? Bobby has said he's already booked on the cruise. My first time in Europe and the Med. And also said congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations.
You're semi-good now, aren't you? I can see. Have a drink, you drink. Or I'll pull a question that's not related to that. What do you think about Royal Caribbean recycling ship names? In particular, Legend of the Seas. They have done them before. You're so close to going, aren't you? I will try and keep this question sane whilst Lindsay cracks up at the side of us. I don't have a problem with it. I think if a ship's been out of service a little while, it's not a problem. It's when you get them where... because did we not have previously a different Sun Princess, if I remember right? Going back far enough? I kind of remember them. Yeah. Oh, dear. In short, we don't care. We're fine with it. As long as they're not using both ships at the same time, because that would confuse them.
That's not lucky.
Steve says, Lindsay, have you got your plaque yet? No, we're still quite a long way off the plaque yet. But please feel free to tell people to subscribe. And we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. But we're a little way from it yet.
That reminds me, I'm at the dentist on Thursday.
Oh, because of plaque. Okay. So yeah, some plaque, not the plaque that we were looking for. Jason said that he's heading to Laconia. It's sunny and warmish.
Oh, nice.
So it's probably similar temperature to UK, I would guess, at the moment, which is a big improvement from
what we had.
'Cause that was the only disappointing thing about the Windstar cruise, which is not Windstar's fault, but I think we had 2-3 days that were nice days, and we had about 5 or 6 days that it just bounced down.
Yeah.
You're still borderline cracking up.
No,
now,
I'm fine. I'm
Are you
fine.
okay
I'm
now?
fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Graham and Claire just joined and said hi.
Hi, Graham and Claire.
Ooh,
What?
Maria and Tony
Yeah.
have just said,
Oh, what?
when it comes up, 69 days until our Sun Princess cruise and trying our first 24-carat gold margarita. But what does that mean for Maria Lenz? I don't know where... You said that you felt that you were in control now and not cracking up. And then you're going, shall I remind you, whilst you're in cracking up? It means it's 69 days till the wedding. Because we checked out the space when we went on Sun Princess. So we're excited for you. And despite Lindsay cracking up, she's excited as well. Tina says Sky Princess lychee martini is delicious. Never had that one. Do you need to have a drink?
No, I'm just remembering what I described when you had your first lychee.
No, definitely don't do that. If it had been on a cruise, we could have done it as a cruise confession at some point. Yeah, if you see us in person, get Lindsay to tell you the lychee story. We're definitely not talking about that on YouTube. We've not had this one either. Andy says Night at the Apollo is a nice cocktail on Sky Princess in the Tate 5 bar.
Okay.
We were looking at Sky Princess.
We were looking at Sky Princess for
yesterday.
Yeah, today. For July.
Because we've got the cruise booked in September. We've got one booked for later in the year, but we currently don't have anything in summer. So we're trying to decide what to do in summer, and we've no Princess ones booked. In fact, going forward at the moment, have we? We've nothing booked for Princess, so maybe we should try and get a Princess one at some point. Bobby has asked a very serious question.
Oh my goodness, Bobby. I don't know if I can do it.
You can. What's your favourite drink on Virgin and what's your favourite thing to eat on Virgin?
Oh, Bobby.
This is actually the same answer.
It could be. It's the Mediterranean gin and tonic in the dock bar with the cheese. The cheese is phenomenal. If you ask nicely, they will bring you more cheese to go with the drink because they stick it on a cocktail stick and stick it in your drink. It's amazing, but you might get more cheese. I also like the cheesy steak in pink agave. That is great as well.
Yeah. I'm trying to think as to what my favourite drink on there is. I do like that Mediterranean G&T. We had a lot of them on there last time, didn't we? You ordered one, and then literally the entire sort of group all of a sudden were all ordering them just to get the feta cheese.
I like what you like.
Well, no, I'm just struggling to think of anything drink-wise on Virgin that... It's not that I don't like the drinks on Virgin. I just tend to have lots of different ones, as opposed to you will go straight away for the Mediterranean G&T. And it is a good one, that one.
It's so good.
Favourite thing that I like to eat on there is in pink agave as well. And weirdly, it's a really basic thing, but it's the little nachos with the fresh guac that they do as one of the dips at the start. Because it's so tasty because they put pomegranate in it.
I don't know you anymore.
But it's really good. There's so many good stuff on there. Any of the cocktails in Good Spirits are pretty good too, especially like the watermelon on fire.
Oh, yes.
The Sunday on fuego.
Yes.
You like that one, don't you?
Yes.
There's lots of cocktail recommendations.
Love cocktails.
The gin, daisy and bee's knees cocktails and the Crown Grill.
Yes.
The bee's knees ones are nice. I don't remember the gin daisy. I don't remember ever trying that. We need to go on another Princess cruise. There's cocktails we missed.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Kev says, talking about Yacht Club, Ali and I have booked MSC Seaside at Palma in October in an inside. Always had a suite before. Do you think there might be a chance of an upgrade?
I'm not.
So I think, if I remember right, Kev and Ali are staying in a Yacht Club inside.
Yes.
It will definitely depend on the time of year. You're going out of sort of main season in October. So any time that we've been in Yacht Club, we've been able to bid for an upgrade.
Because that's what we did. That's how we ended up with a really fancy one, yes.
And we know quite a few people who've been on insides who bid for the deluxe ones and got them at a very low cost upgrade, like on a 7-night cruise.
I've got my fingers and toes crossed for you that you can get an upgrade. But I would, if I was going to do an inside, that is the inside I'd do.
Yeah,
because I've done it without a balcony now.
You have?
And
it was a big cabin.
It was a big cabin.
Steve says, "Oh dear, late night Lindsay is in the room." There was just hints.
She was
hinting.
She was here and then she's gone again now.
She's gone away.
She's gone away.
She's gone away.
Oh, bless Val.
Ken and Lindsay from Ken Goes Cruising are in, saying sorry we're a bit late.
It's no problem, Ken.
happy that you've joined.
Yes.
Champagne and cruising. What do you think of NCL only telling cruisers the itinerary and length of cruise are changed after they check their luggage? So this is on Aqua doing its first passenger one, because it had done a press one the week before, hadn't it? And it was originally meant to be 7 nights
straight across to
New
Boston.
York.
No, to Boston, because we costed this. Karen and Stuart will know that we costed this to go on it.
And then it changed to 10 nights or 10 days
to New York.
Now go to New York.
And then
I get the weather happens unexpectedly. I don't believe that they only made that decision at the point that guests were getting on board. They must have known that that was a strong probability, because they have to get in touch with the ports, they have to arrange all those bits and pieces. There was a lot of stuff they had to do that meant it seemed very unlikely that was only happening like an hour before.
Can you imagine if you had taken annual leave from work and you had to ring work and they'd be like, you've checked it, and they've done what? They'd think you were taking the mickey. They genuinely would, that you were just trying to wangle 2 extra days holiday out, and that there's absolutely no way you didn't know that it was going to be a longer cruise. It just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I know that for a lot of people, they will have gone, oh, well, we get an extra holiday. And if you were able to shift your flights really easily and cheaply, fantastic. I know for a lot of people that weren't viable. From what I read and heard other people talking about, because I think we were watching Stolen Ships.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, and there were about 200 passengers who decided then not to get on.
Yeah, and then they had
because
to
they just couldn't do it.
No, and Ben and David had the car at Heathrow or Gatwick.
Yeah,
it was just ridiculous.
They couldn't get on because they were going to a wedding afterwards.
I mean, we've been watching Dr. Odyssey, and there's some strange cruise scenarios come up in that. But
they've never had just 3 days random on there.
Nope, they have not. They have not.
We do strongly recommend Dr. Odyssey to anyone who likes cruising.
Like, what are we watching? And then you'd be like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you have to start then guessing all the things that you could do on the cruise or could see on the cruise against the things that you definitely wouldn't see on the cruise but are on the show.
And there's lots of them. We'll do something about that at some point.
Yes, it's
fun.
hilarious.
Graham saying 5 weeks tomorrow we go to Rhodes' first 5-star hotel swim up room 2.
Oh, fancy. Oh, nice.
Apparently, there is a great deal currently on Star Princess Panama Canal visit, Florida to Seattle.
Really? When is... Oh, my... We're too busy booked up, aren't we? I think I've got... Like, I can do...
I think we've got about 8... I think you've got about 8 days.
Well, I don't know. I've only if I buy some and I haven't bought any yet.
Yeah. I will definitely take a look at it, because I'm interested in Star Princess, having had sort of a 3/4 experience on Sun Princess. It'd be really interesting to see what happens with that.
That sounds great. I'm doing that. I'm costing that right after this.
Yeah.
Also, when is it? Because,
Well, I'm going to assume in that window that we said, sometime during summer.
Oh,
We'll have to have a
really?
look.
No, I don't know if it's summer.
We will have a look. Maria also said the meze in the dock is amazing.
It
The
is
food in there
amazing.
fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
Stuart and Karen says, have you been watching the cruise with Virgin Voyages on Channel 4? It appears to be very different to last series to better reflect the experience.
All right. No, we haven't.
No, I'm assuming it'll be available on sort of catch up. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
So when I saw some of the first series, it just didn't reflect what it is in reality.
No.
Which we know that's it. They
They
have
like
to sensationalise stuff, otherwise
Yes.
it can be a bit boring,
Yes.
and that's what they're paid to do. But it just put us off because we knew it was so wrong.
Yeah.
And we then, when we knew that was the case, we then went, well, when we saw the one about Regent, when we saw the one about X,
Yeah.
then we have to assume that portrayal's wrong as well.
Yes.
So if we know that they've changed the approach on it, I'll definitely take a look at it.
You clicking.
I'm just going down to the questions.
Okay. Silence is gone.
Cruise Boys just saying, fingers crossed for the upgrade. This were for Kevin Alley. But the cost for our upcoming World America Yacht Club upgrades were crazy.
Oh. No.
Do you think Virgin can make a devil's margarita? If so, can I buy Lindsay you one? I know you are a proper married lady. I'm part of the LGBTQ side. I think it was what was then with the rainbow flag at the end.
I'm sure that they could
Make one,
concoct something. Yes.
and you would allow the purchase of one for you.
Yes. I don't let anybody buy me a drink.
No, but if you persuaded Virgin to make her a devil's margarita, I'm sure she would. Yeah, the devil's margarita, if you're wondering what that one is, it's a normal margarita with a red wine float on top, and it rapidly became your favourite drink to the point that on Windstar, when we just walked into the Compass Rose in an evening, they were just making you one as we sat down. They didn't
So
even ask
good.
you, did they? They're just like,
So good.
this is obviously what you want to drink.
Yeah.
Star Princess is April 26th for 20 nights. That one we definitely can't do.
Because we're busy.
Yeah, because we'll have just done Panama. And it's also a long cruise because that's 16 nights that we're doing anyway.
Yeah, can you imagine? I'd have to quit.
Just say we're now going to fly back from LA back to Florida to get on another one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I don't think that would go down well. Andy says, just realised if your next live is on the 4th of May, we will have just got on board Resilient Lady in Athens, our first Virgin Voyages. It's come round so quick. It will be on the 4th of May.
Oh, may the 4th be with you.
We'll have a Star Wars-based cocktail.
Oh, that sounds fun.
No, I don't...
I might wear my cloak
there
and my
must
hood.
be some. Are you going to be Jedi in it or Princess Leia in it?
What, in the gold bikini?
No, you like with the hood on. She puts her hood up at the start of Star Wars.
Who?
Princess Leia.
Yeah, but it's white. I haven't got a white one.
There's sheen. I feel that that's safer for YouTube than the slave bikini.
As if I'm going to sit here in a gold bikini.
It was you that mentioned it. But yeah, we'll do a Star Wars-based cocktail next month.
Nice.
Serious question, guys, from Steve. I've heard that MSC Virtuosa from Southampton is cutting costs. By the Yacht Club, greeting butler is no longer available, so hand luggage is now carried on board by the customer. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm glad I got to experience having it handled for me. Oh, okay.
Did they handle it well?
They handled it well. I kind of got into it really easily as well, which was a surprise.
It seems a weird thing of them cost-cutting that. I would get it if they were cost-cutting the butlers altogether.
My eye's twitching again, I'm so
But
sorry.
it was our own butlers who met us.
it
was other butlers.
It was a different
who
butler.
relayed it.
It was a different butler.
So we had a butler take it to the ship, and another butler take it to there, and they passed it on. But it was the butlers. It
who
wasn't
met us in the yeah. You know
it
what?
seems a weird cost
I
cut.
think it does seem it, but I like how quick you can get on. As long as that's happening still, and you can be on in a whiz, then brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hopefully, they still keep the butlers there.
Mm-hmm.
The cruise boys have said only if they can get one from Steve. From I think it was Bobby who said it.
Bobby,
actually,
yeah.
as they love a devil's margarita. They are good.
You don't like them.
I tasted it.
Doesn't mean you like
I
it.
didn't dislike it.
No,
I never ordered one because
No.
you were getting them anyway.
I like them.
I like the known margaritas. We live near South Queensferry. One of the Princess ships are going to be... let me just pull that back up. Are going to be port exited to go see her as we are on Sky next year to Norway.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Nice. I'd wave too.
Cruise Boy says you could put 2 Cinnabons on at the side of your hair and say you're Leah. Or Leia even.
Oh, I had a very interesting call at work the other day where I had my headset on and I had a little, let's call it German-style jacket. And then I put the headset on. And I look... Well, I'm not going to say. But I look like
Did you look like should have been in Star Wars?
No, I look like I should have been in Hello Hello. Helga on holiday. That's what I look like.
Yeah, if that means nothing to you, just go to Google and do hello, spelt with an A.
A-double-L-O,
And then
Helga.
And you will see what Lindsay looked like at work the other day.
They wish.
Ken has said, how did Star Legend handle the seas? As when we visited her, she felt ever so small. She is small. It's a yacht. It literally took like a minute and a half to walk from one end to the other one.
Into the bar, I loved that.
There are river cruise ships that hold more passengers, the big ones. But as far as handling the seas well, she did really well.
She did really well, and we also took a lot of medication.
Yeah, we made sure we took most of the nights, not every night, but most nights we took our quells. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever took any ginger capsules. I don't think I needed them. And neither of us was
It was just
sick.
one night.
One night we just felt a bit
But she
queasy.
did power through. She
She did, and handled it far better than I thought.
Yeah.
And we've been on bigger
Yeah, it's
ships
nice.
that handled it less well. The first time we went on Disney, was that Magic?
Yeah.
That were far worse.
Yeah.
And I think we were midship as well at the time, and it were way worse. So yeah, she handles it incredibly well. Travel Daydreams, back-to-back Panama transits, the best way to compare and contrast. Imagine the number of views and likes.
Goodness.
It'd be an interesting.
Oh my goodness me.
I am genuinely so excited for that Virgin Panama one, because Panama's been on our bucket list since we started cruising. Oh, it's a collective bucket list. We both wanted to do that one, but we've also both wanted to do a longer Virgin cruise, and this we get to do 16 nights on Virgin. It's a brand new ship now, obviously, but it's not there. We saw her when we were on Windstar.
We
didn't
do in
She was right
Malaga.
outside of her, and she looked lovely.
Was it Malaga?
It was, yes. Or Valencia or somewhere.
Malaga, I think.
She was somewhere. And so we get to experience both that and a longer Virgin cruise, which will be fantastic.
Yes.
And Bobby has said, okay, cruise boys, I can buy you one each too. And Lindsay, you can rock the gold bikini better than 2 buns on your head.
Oh my goodness.
What I'm not liking there is that cruise boys and you are all getting a cocktail and I'm having to use my bar tab. What's going on here, Bobby? That's not good. Champagne and cruising have said, does that make Mark hair flick?
No.
I'm definitely not happy about that.
No, you're not hair flick.
Who would I be?
One of the British airmen who are in the
Hello.
Hello, that's you. Or the one who speaks terrible French. That would be you.
I was passing by. Passing by. Yeah, this means nothing if you've never seen a lower low. We're just randomly doing
I
bad
feel
accents.
the searches on Google for a lower low will be through the roof. On YouTube will be.
There will be, yeah. Cruise Boy says we agree Lindsay would rock the gold
Oh
bikini.
my goodness.
Emma Cruises is now a Bonnie convert. Mark will need to give them a try.
Oh, Bonine.
Bonine?
I wonder if that's
Bonine?
the medication.
Well, she used to be on Quells, didn't she? But
Yeah.
I think the one I remember her talking about it the other day. Is that the one that you can only get from the US?
I don't know.
It's not one you can get in the UK, I don't think.
No, we have a person that comes over from the US and we give them a list of things.
Yeah, if that, we do need to make a note of that, because next time they're over, we will get them to bring some over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Bonine.
Bonine. They're
look
over
it
in
up.
June.
We'll add it to our list of our.
They're over in June for my nana's 99th birthday.
Fantastic, and they can bring me some medication. Anthony says, avoid Panama City.
Okay.
Ooh, do you want anything? We are over there in a couple of weeks. Apparently, yeah, we want Bonine or Bonine. That would be very kind, guys. Thank you. And Graham said, yes, USA. So, yeah, that would be lovely if you can pick it up. We can then give that a try on
You know
our
what?
next cruise.
I absolutely love an excursion to CVS or Walgreens. Love it.
It's genuinely, anytime we go to America, one of the things I won't say most look forward to, but you have planned out in advance is going to a CVS or Walgreens for sort of picking up stuff you can't get over here as easy and that'll last you the next 2 years.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Love it. I love the sizes as well.
I don't think Anthony is a massive fan of Panama City.
Thanks,
I kind of want to try it now.
No, thanks, Anthony.
Yeah,
I love when we keep it real on this channel. Love it.
Yeah, it'll be a very, very interesting one then if it's like that.
Nice.
Yeah,
You might be able to sell me.
You might better sell me. You seem too keen on that idea.
No,
then.
I was trying to work out how much I can get for you, to be honest with you.
I feel I'd get more for you than you would me. I think your street value would be more.
I don't know. I'm hard work.
Well, they'd be like, well, what we need to do is we'll give a price based on this, but then we need to deduct the cost of living for cocktails, the cost of living for food, the cruises, and the clothing allowance, and you owe us money. Is probably how the conversation would end up going.
Thanks.
So in which case, let's not sell either of us.
Okay.
Let's just stay on the ship that day.
We'll stay on the ship. We'll stay on the ship.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
What's that?
World Europa is my worst cruise for movement.
Really? That's interesting.
It really is interesting.
It's huge.
Like I said, our experience when we've been on the bigger ships,
Yeah.
Especially Royal Caribbean's big ships, is we haven't had any seasickness whatsoever on them, even in really bad weather.
Bumpy.
So it's obviously a design thing on where you're located on there, but I'm genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
I assumed it wouldn't be too bad on there. Anthony did say the canal is amazing though, which is what we're looking forward to.
Yes.
Delighted to see that we're not the only UK tourists wandering around Walmart, Target and CVS when we're in the US.
I think you'll find it's pronounced Target.
Target. What's the one in New York that they have?
Oh, Dwayne
Reader. But we did a tour on the, what's that bus called?
The Ride.
The Ride, where it's not a normal tour bus. And they were pronouncing it, it's a very rare sight. You won't see many of these around at all. Of Dwayne Reader.
Yeah, just everywhere, every corner.
Everywhere, aren't they?
I still liked it. I still went in.
We did
still like
then, yeah.
it. Still like it.
Go on the train through the canal.
Oh.
I don't think
Train and canal.
that's several of your things that you like in one go there.
Love train and
I
canal.
don't think that Virgin have put the excursions up yet.
No,
I do
we-
need to double check because I'm not
No, you
positive.
never look. No. I always
I've not
fancied
checked
the volcano spa thing.
Bobby says, of course, Mark, I'd buy you a drinky drink. And you would be very handsome, I'm going with, in a Han Solo outfit. Just
No,
saying,
I think
being
Bobby's
Captain
right with the
Obvious.
hands-on.
The Han Solo. Cruise Boy is saying it's definitely pronounced Target. I think it is, yeah. Travel Daydreams just saying they didn't have any issues on World Europa. Perhaps it's about the kind of waves.
Oh.
I mean, as daft as it sounds, there are some ships that handle sort of the waves when they're coming sort of from front to back. So you're going up and down far better than when they're coming from the side and it rocks. And some of them do it much better. Queen Mary 2 handles them whatever way.
She's like,
It's like, waves. But, yeah, it'll be... But she's quite a tall, thinnish
And
ship,
she's got
isn't she?
this going
and
on
that
at the
weird
front.
bit at the back, so maybe it's just a stability bit. Very interesting how it's different for different people. 'Cause, Cruise Boy was saying that surprising ship for bad movement was Odyssey of the Seas,
wow.
which,
Yeah.
having done sort of Oasis classes,
Yeah.
we just haven't
No.
seen that. We didn't have any problem on the
No.
Quantum class.
No.
Again, it's the kind of waves we will definitely go with
Okay,
Travel
Noah.
Daydreams bit
Thank you.
on there. Well, that's pretty much the hour on there.
Oh, that. Okay.
It's flown by, hasn't it?
Well,
Well, let's spot the
Contrast.
person who's been sort of scrolling the questions as opposed to the person who hasn't. This will last me, or you'll take it after me shortly after. But in summary, you like the cocktail?
In summary, yes.
Fantastic. And I'll just put this one on at the end. Ideas for merch, meh, waves. Yeah, that will be coming out very shortly.
No, it won't.
Tomorrow. Keep an eye on the store. And yeah, that brings us up for the end of the live.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. And we'll see you on Star Wars Day next month for a special cocktail. And
special Star Wars cruise stuff, I guess.
we're doing some Star Wars cruise questions.
Well, we can touch on it.
We can. So if you've got any
can
Star
get your
Wars related
lightsaber
cruise
out.
questions for May the 4th, please let us know.
Yep.
Or we can have lightsabers and stuff. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, we will say bye.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.